Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rocks with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get it. All right, you guys, first things first, before I get to the gossip, I got a couple of birthday shout outs that I must give. First one is to One in a Million. I'm assuming your name is Juan. You didn't say what your name was, but you said that it was your birthday. I think you said 30, somewhere around there. I might be wrong. I get a lot of shit in my comments, y'all, but I believe that One in a Million is turning 30 or has turned 30, and I want to tell you happy birthday. They say they are a longtime rock star. Also, I need to say happy birthday to Latifah. We like to call her Tifa in the Roxy Reads Book Club. She is a Roxy Reads Book Club member. She is a rock star. She is somebody that has been watching and supporting for many years. Truly appreciate you. I appreciate all the rock stars. You guys have been hanging around and listening to me talk in this car. Not in this car, but sometimes in this car. I'm in Mr.'s car today. Sometimes I'm in the studio. Sometimes I'm in the house. You guys, I like to switch it up a little bit now that I work from home. But I really do appreciate the rock stars. I say it, I try to make sure that you guys know it. But you guys truly don't really understand how the rock stars has helped me in so many ways. Today is not the day to tell you about them ways, but yes, definitely you guys are appreciated. Happy birthday to all of the Libra babies out there. It was Debbie's birthday also last week. So y'all can give a little belated shout out to Miss Debbie. She hasn't been feeling well. In and out the hospital, all of that. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys just, give a little extra love to the Rona Barrett of Top of the Blogs. She doesn't do it as much as she used to, but she always used to tell me, did you hear this? Did you see this? Did you read this? Did you? Child, I was like, girl, I'm working. Shit. I can't got time. But I love Debbie. She's one of my oldest friends. Met her back in 10th grade. We were in homeroom together. And we became fast friends and have been friends ever since. So, yes, I wanted to say Juan, Tifa, Debbie belatedly, anybody else, Libra gang. I know Tamika had a birthday. Shout out to you too, even though you didn't ask. But, while we talking about Libras out there, I think Tammy is a Libra. Is Tammy Talks? Is she a Libra too? I believe so. All the Libra babies out there, happy birthday to you guys. We celebrate all October. Whoever's birthday it is, you celebrate that whole month, okay? Anyway, you guys, now that we got that out of the way, mwah, 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 mwah. Okay, let's get on with the video. All right, you guys, first story up. I know you guys don't want me to talk about Kanye, and trust me, I am tired of talking about Kanye too, but there's certain things I tell you guys that we just have to discuss. This situation with DrinkChamps is something that we can't kind of let slide. I'm sorry, you guys. So Kanye was on DrinkChamps. And you guys know the show. It's a popular podcast / show. That's on Revolt. It has Noriega and DJ EFN. Okay. The show has gained so much popularity. They've gotten bigger name guests on there as the show has grown in popularity. And this isn't the first time that they've had Kanye on there. However, this time that we got Kanye on the show, we had 3 hours of him, Kanye's recent rhetoric. Anti-Semitism, anti-Blackness, he has a lot to say about people in the entertainment industry. He's rubbed so many people the wrong way. But this last time that he was on DrinkChamps and he talked about George Floyd, well, I think that was kind of the last straw for a lot of people. It's funny that, certain things you guys finally will draw the line. I feel like he said some outlandish and irresponsible and just downright stupid things in the past, and people have supported it. But now that we've gotten to the George Floyd topic, people want to draw the line there. Listen, DrinkChamps, we have to remember, is an atmosphere where people go on there I think the premise of the show is to go on there. They have alcohol flowing so that whoever is the guest for the day will get loose at the lips and really just kind of say whatever it is. Okay. And up until now, it's usually a good time. People get on there, they let their guards down, they tell some stories that we haven't heard. We might find out some things, we all laugh about it and everybody goes on about their day. But Kanye is a different person. So while I was looking, I didn't watch the whole interview, but while I was paying attention to the clips and things that they have shown on social media, I couldn't really tell if they were trying to give him the space to tell his story or tell his feelings however he felt. If they were afraid to interrupt him, or if they were realizing that all the things that he says were going to be like great sound bites and that this would get a lot of publicity for the show. I couldn't really tell exactly what it was that they were doing. I do know that they said that Kanye had already told the producers on the show that if he was interrupted, if he, if he was stopped, then he was going to walk off of the show. Okay. So he was given some leeway, but I believe that they do try to give the person that comes on the show the leeway, the space to say their stories, because that's what the premise of the show is. You come on here, you just say it all. We all laugh and everything. So I think they were trying to give Kanye that same type of platform, but Kanye is totally different. Okay. Because Kanye has been spewing a lot of rhetoric and hate speech and just foolishness for some time now. So what you have done is you've given a person who has already been unstable for some time. Kanye's been unstable for some years now. Okay. You've given this person the chance to come on a big platform and just say whatever the hell they wanted to say unchecked, unchallenged. And that is the problem that a lot of people have now with the DrinkChamps show. And Noriega and DJ EFN in particular, because they just let him just run off at the mouth and just say whatever. When he got to the George Floyd comments and he said, I'm just going to shorten it up for you guys, but basically he said that George Floyd did not die from asphyxiation like everybody believes, that instead he died from a fentanyl overdose. Okay. He got this information from, we're assuming from Candace Owens' documentary that came out recently. Apparently, I haven't watched the documentary. I don't even know if it's available for people to watch yet, but apparently in the documentary, she talks about him supposedly being injected with fentanyl by the police, and that was what he actually died from. And Kanye says that you can tell that Derek Chauvin's knee wasn't even anywhere near his neck, and he could have pushed the people out. I mean, things that are upsetting to me as just somebody that knows of George Floyd like most of us do, as a person that was unrightly killed by the police. I can imagine how upsetting it would be to the family that had to go through what they went through to make sure that Chauvin was brought to justice, found guilty, and the other officers that were, involved. I'm sure that this kind of talk is some shit that will piss you the fuck off. If I was that family, I would be just as upset as they are. You guys know that the family has filed a $250 million lawsuit. Actually, the little girl, George Floyd's daughter's mother, has filed a lawsuit, $250 million against Kanye West for his remarks on the show. Absolutely, they should have done that. I'm not a lawyer. My real rock star lawyers out there, you guys can chime in and let me know if they do have a case. I mean, I don't know if this is something that we just get so emotional about because of the George Floyd situation, how it all went down, or if this is truly something that they can legally get some money out of him, because he definitely is shitting on the name of George Floyd by saying that he had a fentanyl overdose, but he is saying that he didn't do it himself, that it was from the police. Anyway, whatever it is, the remarks that he's saying are so hurtful and just so, just untrue. It was found in court that he died from asphyxiation. I'm assuming that the people that did the autopsy and did all of the investigating of the entire ordeal, I'm assuming that they know what they were talking about, and that the right person or persons were brought to justice for what happened. Okay. And Kanye just willy-nilly throwing out the shit that he does this all the time, so it's not super surprising. So that is one of the reasons why I was just like, why did they even have him on the show in the first place? Okay. Of course, people were very, very upset about it. Not just the family, but everybody. Okay. Because now you just didn't went too fucking far. Okay. So Noriega called onto the Breakfast Club after the show had aired, and he apologized because he said that he felt that, he had kind of let the Black community down, and it's not really just the Black community, because all races know that shit was wrong. Okay. But he felt like he let the community down because he didn't stop Kanye from what he was saying. Okay. But like I said, they try to give the person the space to speak, but sometimes you have to have a responsibility as an interviewer to at least check the person when you know that is just some foolishness that's being said. I know that even in what I do, we'll say we're not journalists and all, but sometimes you just have a responsibility when you know something is being said that's just totally incorrect. You should check it, especially if you know that you can be attached to what is being said simply because the person is on your show. Kanye being on that show has been a smear on DrinkChamps, which, so far up until now, the show has been fun, and, gossipy, and, we get some stories and everything. But now we're getting to the point where, lawsuits are being filed and big money is being discussed, and all at the hands of somebody who is mentally ill, loves to live in this manic state, because you will hear some people that say, people that suffer from bipolarism, you will hear some of them say that some of them relish in that manic feeling because it just kind of makes them feel it makes them feel almost invincible, and so I think, and not all of them, but that is some of them do have that feeling. So I think that that's where Kanye is. He's just is stuck in this feeling of everybody wants to talk to him. He's gonna say whatever, he's gonna be all in the blogs, everybody is Kanye, and I refuse to call him Ye. Mama named him Kanye. I'ma call him motherfucker Kanye. Okay. And speaking of his mom, we cannot keep on saying that he misses his mom, that he hasn't been right since his mom died. Listen, he hasn't. And I'm sure he misses his mom immensely. Okay, I think many of us probably miss his mom because she was the only one that could keep him in check. However, Kanye is a grown man. His mother, unfortunately, is not here any longer. He cannot continue to run this race and fall back on the, Kanye just misses his mom talk. I miss my mom to death. You guys know that. But you can't rely on that. That can't be the excuse for you to just be out there and saying craziness and causing hurt and, just, you can't do that. So I'm tired of hearing about the mom situation, not being there. And that's the reason why he is the way he is. I don't know what needs to happen to Kanye. I don't want anything bad to happen to Kanye. But something, I just don't even know what to tell you guys of how to fix that problem. What they can start, though, is people can stop entertaining him, stop putting him on the platforms to say these things, okay? Y'all can shut him down just like you shut down WhatsApp. Stop putting them on all of the damn blogs and TV show. I mean, the news shows and all that. I saw him arguing with Chris Cuomo. Okay, that absolutely went nowhere. You know, people think that they can put Kanye in his place, and we see that that can't be done. Stop booking him. Stop putting him out there. Stop giving him the space to say these things. Let him do that on his own Twitter, and let him do that on his own social media. But everybody else can really stop, you know, doing it too. You know, and I know it's ironic that I'm saying it because I'm talking about him here. And I don't be feeling like it, you know, but these are stories that are big enough that I know that I have to talk about it. But I think I had about 10, 15 of y'all was like, Roxanne, please do not say nothing else about Kanye, you know. I don't know what to say about it. It's just so terrible. It's just too bad. It's really too bad. It's too bad because at one time I really did like Kanye. Okay. I love his old music. Like, I mean, those CDs still stay in rotation. Okay. They still stay in rotation. But, it's just the excuses. We can't keep making them for Kanye, and there's something just needs to happen here. I don't know what it is though. Y'all let me know. But I know that this lawsuit is going to, they'll probably settle out of court. And it's funny because Kanye, didn't he donate like $2 million to the little girl, the daughter's college fund? When George Floyd died, I believe Kanye actually donated money towards her college fund for when she, you know, when she got older and went to school. And now he's doing this. I mean, just a total spit in the face. This is a big ass wad of spit in the face of the George Floyd family. So I'm not mad that they're mad. They definitely need to be mad, and you know, let's take it to court. Okay. So that's what that is. Noriega and DJ EFN said that, you know, they wanted to make it clear that they did not agree with Kanye and the sentiments that he had on their show. And I don't think that they agree with him either. You know, I think that they were trying to stick to what they usually do on the show by giving him that space. But yeah, Kanye was the absolute wrong guest to do that. So now DrinkChamps is in this whirl, you know, this whirlpool of bad press. And, you know, this is just more of the Kanye shit, you guys. I will say this, I will try to limit my Kanye shit because I know that it is tiring, but because this involved George Floyd and all that, like, this is something that we had to discuss. So you guys let me know what you think about all of that. And I'm moving on to the next story. All right, you guys, so next story up. So the other day, what day was that? I want to say Tuesday, because Tuesdays are for divorces. But I almost think that it might have been Monday. One day I was busy at work. Okay, I'm talking about a nigga was busy. They've been kicking my ass these last few days, or last few weeks, I should say. So I wasn't on social media. By the time I did get on social media that evening, I saw that announcement had came out that Monique had, let me take that back. Somebody sent me something on Instagram in my DMs and said that Chris and Monique was getting a divorce. And I was like, you know, but they asked me, did I believe it? And I said, you know, well, where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, it definitely could be. Now, let me back that up too. They sent the response, I believe, to what Monique had said. So apparently the news had been out that they were supposed to be getting a divorce. According to People magazine, they were getting a divorce. Okay. And shortly after that, Monique put up a video where she was saying basically her and Chris weren't breaking up. You know, she put out, it was like a tongue-in-cheek kind of, you know, flipped the video around and Chris is right there next to her. They had just gone hiking or something, and she puts her hand up and she had her ring on still, sort of like, yeah, we're still together. Okay. So somebody had sent me that, I believe it was. And I was like, oh, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. Usually when these kind of stories come up, that's because it's being talked about at least. And, you know, I still expect Chris and Monique. Now, I don't like to speak ill on marriages and shit, because the shit is not easy. And I'm going to keep telling y'all that, because when you get in it, you need to be in it for the long haul and understand what you're getting yourself into. Okay. But I just feel like both Monique and Chris are over it. And I think that, you know, for appearances and, you know, sometimes you get in this mode where you just be like, oh, everybody want to count us out and shit. I'm going to prove they ass is wrong. Your ass miserable. All right. Shit should have been over 3 years ago. You still stretching the shit out, trying to keep up appearances. Okay. Trying to act like you love them to death in person. And then when you get in private, you can't barely stand a nigga, like all of that. Okay. So I kind of feel like maybe they might be there. Don't want to prove the naysayers right. So they are making sure that they keep it together. But just from seeing them on the show last season of Love and Marriage DC, I just feel like they're over it. Monique more than Chris. I think Chris is in this grappling stage where he just really trying to do whatever the hell he got to do to keep his wife. Okay. I mean, and that's not a bad thing, but Monique is, you know, she is a lot to deal with, as I couldn't even imagine as a husband how difficult it must be, because nobody is saying that Monique wants wrong things. The things that Monique wants out of her husband, she should be able to ask for them, and the husband should be able to do them. But if the husband can't do it, if the husband is not that person that you want them to be, no matter what you say and do, they just can't do it. That's just not them. And maybe you need to be with somebody that you feel like you can get those kind of things out of. So I don't want to say that Monique is wrong. I just feel like maybe it's done ran its course and you can't get none of this shit. I mean, you cannot squeeze this damn grape anymore. There's no more juice in there. Whatever. But the news had come out that they were divorcing, and she said that they weren't divorcing. And then after that, she put out an actual video of her and Chris. You know, he always sitting right next to her, you know, just kind of looking, I don't want to say stupid, because I don't think Chris is stupid, but, you know, just got that look over there like, yes, my love. Like everything, whatever my wife wants, you know, all of that. And she's talking about the reason why the story came out is that she and Chris on the show are going through some therapy, and in their therapy, there are times when they have to spend some time apart from each other. So living apart from each other, I don't know if it's just a day or two or a week or two or a month or two. I don't know what the range is, because it's going to be on the show. But I guess this is part of their therapy, to give each other some space. Okay. I don't even know how that works, because, I mean, I'm not a therapist, but I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, when you are working on something and your solution is to get away from each other, and I mean, how do you work on something apart from each other? You know, if it's just a day or two, then, you know, I mean, I understand that you do sometimes need your own little personal space and everything. But when you start talking about some for real time away from each other, then what is we doing here? You know? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So anyway, that's what she said, that she was on the show. They're doing that therapy, and that's why the story probably has come out. Well, people are now calling bullshit on Monique and saying that she's the one that leaked the story, because this is People Magazine. Now, this ain't, you know, not to shit on any of the other blogs and stuff, but, you know, we have our smaller scale blogs that are still very large scale, that are on Instagram, you know, that we all frequent all the time. But when you start talking about like People Magazine, you would think that, first of all, People Magazine don't even be fucking around with people that we don't even barely know. Okay. So when you get into a story in People magazine, usually they would have vetted the story. And they're not just gonna put some old bullshit up just like how some of the blogs will do on social media, because they just won't do that usually. Usually they're gonna put a story that's going to stick out there. Okay. It don't be a whole bunch of gossip and rumors and shit. This is usually what it is. So people are saying that either Monique put the story out or the producers from the show. It could be either one of them. I wouldn't put it above Monique. I think that she is definitely capable of leaking a story to make sure that they get the people to watch the show next season, especially since a lot of people said that they didn't really like DC. Now, I enjoyed DC, and I'm glad it's coming back, but some people were saying that they didn't like DC last season. I don't know how this would help the show, because we was fucking sick of Chris and Monique on the last season. Okay? I mean, this kind of shit, problems in their marriage and all. So if anything, this story wasn't gonna help them, But child, anyway, I'm looking at my time, and Roxanne, honey, I just long at the mouth, just talking and talking. But she probably did put that story out, and people have, maybe it's backfired. Maybe people don't believe her, and all. Whatever it is, I still will say that I don't know. I don't know if I believe that Chris and Monique will make it another 10, 11 years. But I hope that it does work for them. Maybe somewhere along the lines in this therapy, that they can get back on the right track. They have 3 beautiful kids. They have a life together. And, it's something worth fighting for. So hopefully they can get it together, child. But y'all think that Monique put that story out? Next story. This is another one where I feel like I'm going to have to just let it go, you guys, because it's the same song and dance. Okay, they say that Wendy Williams was entered into a wellness facility over the summer, and that now she's out and she's better than ever. We have heard that shit so many fucking times that I'm over it. Now, you guys are telling us that this woman was in a wellness facility for the summer, when we just saw her a few weeks ago wandering the streets of New York in her Daisy Duke shorts, looking a mess, looking discombobulated, couldn't get into a car to save her life. She couldn't remember what car was the car that she was in. She was looking in the windows trying to get in, because she was trying to get away from people that were recording her. Okay. Finally, she did take a picture with one of the fans, but you can tell at that moment that she was not well in any kind of way. It actually was very heartbreaking that this woman was out there just by herself, and no, she is not okay. And I don't know if it is her team, if she's putting her team up to this, or if the team is just trying to continue to tell us, that she's coming back. She can't wait to get to her projects, her podcast that nobody has given her a deal on. Okay, so you guys can stop thinking that that's happening, at least for right now. And they need to stop trying to force Wendy amongst the masses. The woman is sick. And no, I don't believe that she is ready to get back out in front of the camera on anybody's mic or anything. Wendy Williams needs to be taken care of. She has, I don't know if there are some mental situations going on there. We know that she has addiction issues. I don't know if she's drinking or on drugs, but something is wrong. And if they don't stop telling us that, she's excited about the road ahead and looking forward to releasing her many projects, I'm tired of it. Wendy says, "Thank you to my fans for your love, support, and many prayers. I am back and better than ever." I know she wants to be back and she wants to be better. I mean, that's what we want for her. But yeah, I don't want them to keep telling us that the woman is about to come back and she's about to be on these shows, because you can look at her and clearly see, and this is not being hateful or anything. I like Wendy Williams. I understand the job that she had to do has made a lot of people mad, rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, pissed people off. Folks don't see it for her or anything. But you guys can, even if you don't like Wendy, you can look at that woman and tell that something is so not right there. And I want her to get better. I don't know who is going to be the one to help her either. You know, it's the same situation as what I said for Kanye. Like, I don't know who is around her that can even get this rectified. The woman is by herself. She has a 21, 22-year-old son who clearly, I mean, he's a baby. He's a child still. He don't know what to do for his mom, you know? And so I just don't want them to keep putting these stories out. We don't need to see another Wendy is ready and back better than ever. And no, Wendy is not. She's not. And I think people just need to continue to pray for her and hope that somewhere along the line that the people that are responsible for her, you know, do the right thing and, you know, get her together. But it's not the truth. She's not okay. And it's going to take some time for her to get back right. Okay. Wasn't in no damn facility for the whole summer. Just a couple of weeks. And a couple of weeks is not going to be enough to get Miss Wendy back right. So that's all I got to say. You know, prayers up for her, though. I hope that she can get better soon. All right, you guys, next story up. So this is a good news story for you all. The student loan forgiveness website. Well, the application is there. Okay. It is on. Y'all get your pens and your paper because I'm fixing to tell you. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'll put it in the box, description box as well. But it is on StudentAid.gov. That is the name of the website. StudentAid.gov. You guys remember there is $10,000 forgiveness on the student loans, $20,000 if you had Pell Grant loans. Okay. Whatever the hell you had, and I don't care if you had student loans that was $10,000 or if you got student loans that's $100,000, you need to make sure that you get this free money because it's there. All you got to do is fill out the application. It only takes a few minutes to fill it out. Okay. I haven't filled it out yet because I went onto the website the other day and it was down. They said that they were putting it up and taking it down periodically. I don't know, maybe testing some things out or whatever. But apparently now the website is up. Okay. I don't believe they're taking it down anymore. You do have until December 31st, 2023 to get this done. But as a mother, because look, I always tell my kids, when the shit is on your mind right now, that's when you should do it. Okay. Just because you got a damn year and some change left where you can fill out this application, you need to do the shit now so that because it's on your mind, you remember right now. You ain't going to be thinking about this shit next summer. Okay. And you're going to fuck around and it's going to be December and then you're going to be done forgot and you're going to miss out on this $10,000, $20,000. All right. Now there's other programs, forgiveness, not for, what's the other words? I can't even think of the words, but there are other programs also that will take care of your loan balance. I know that they have programs for teachers. I know they have programs for public safety, people that work in public safety. I know that they have programs for people that have been paying their student loan for 10 years. If you've been paying on time for 10 years, they have a program where it'll wipe away the rest of your balance. There are other programs there that you need to look into, but it just trying to get these quick 20 G's, y'all. Log on to studentaid.gov. Fill out your paperwork. I'm going to do mine today. Okay. And I'm gonna get these damn kids to do theirs as well. All right. So, yeah, I just wanted to remind you of that. And since Rocky is up here telling y'all what to do, also, let me remind you that it is midterm elections. We have early voting going on right now. That damn Herschel Walker had the nerve to text me and ask me if I was going out to vote and started talking about Joe Biden. And I said, nigga, if you don't get the fuck off my phone, okay? Ain't nobody told your black ass to send me nothing. I know what the hell time it is. Child, I watched that debate and it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was. But honey, when that damn Herschel Walker pulled out that sheriff badge, I was just like, He is insisting on telling us that he worked for the police department, and that the damn police people and the sheriffs have said, we have never worked with this man. We don't know what he talking about. Okay, he got the sheriff badge. You know, the lady get the reprimanding him. You know, Mr. Walker, you know the rules. You cannot have any props here. Put the prop away. He just determined to tell us about this damn badge. Okay. But and as he started off pretty good, but as the damn as the debate went on, it was clear that he's not a debater. You know, he gonna say the same thing. There ain't nobody but Joe Biden over there. That's Joe Biden. You know, that's all he kept on saying. Between that and one time he said, you know, he just saying that because he ain't read the thing, but I read the thing. And I said, what is the thing? What he read? What are you talking about? It was an embarrassment. Oh my God. And you know, Raphael Warnock, other than him being a senator, he's also a reverend. He's a pastor. So he is used to speaking at podiums, speaking in front of audiences, all of that. It was very apparent, you know, in the damn thing. But child, they had another debate where it was going to be Warnock for the Democrats. It was going to be Walker for the Republicans, and then the young white kid that's running on the liberal ticket. Child, that damn Walker didn't even show up. And Warnock is basically the you know, as usual, the damn election is between Warnock and Walker. The liberal candidate has like 4% of the vote. So what am I debating with you? Okay. So it was just sort of like Warnock was at the debate and he just kept on saying, well, if my opponent was here, I would say such and such and such and such, you know. But Walker didn't even show up, which is, to me, is not a good sign, you know. And then, of course, Kemp and Stacey Adams, not the shoes, y'all. Stacey Abrams, they also had their debate. I didn't watch that debate. I just saw a few clips. Stacey Abrams, if she's not anything else, she is a fantastic speaker. That woman can speak circles around really almost anybody. She is great at that. Okay. So, you could tell she was fully prepared for that debate on the little clips that I saw. And, you know, of course, why SAG, y'all stupid ass governor. He's just who he is. I am really, I'm hopeful. I believe that Stacey Abrams can pull it. I'm still nervous about the Walker and the Warnock situation. At any rate, if you are here in Georgia, well, wherever you are, because it's midterm elections everywhere, you need to get out and vote. You know, I know people think that is old, antiquated, you know, old people talk. It's your civic duty to vote, but really, let's try to make this world a better place for the next generation, you guys, and let's get out there and let's do what we need to do. They have been canvassing in my neighborhood. Honey, Stacey Abrams had some people over here at 9:00 at night one night ringing my doorbell. Honey, I thought Blue was gonna because you ain't ringing no doorbell at nighttime over here now. You just ain't gonna do that, child. I thought Blue was gonna tear my fucking blinds off the front of my damn door. I went through the garage and I told the guy, I was like, okay, first of all, it was like 3 people had came in the same day. By that third person, like at 9:00, I went out in the garage and came out here. I said, first of all, my dog was going to kill you. Okay, because it's 9:00. Why are you guys still out here campaigning? I mean, I can appreciate it. Stacey got my vote. Raphael got my vote and everything, but it is fucking late. 9:00. They was like, oh, do you know anybody that want to apply for the position? I was like, not nobody in this house. Okay. It's not safe. Y'all need to go home. Okay. But that's how committed the people are to it. One thing I can say about Stacey Abrams, honey, they got people on the ground. That's what made it happen for, you know, the Democrats 2 years ago. And they are trying the same strategy. Okay, it's an uphill climb because the Republicans have passed a lot of voting laws that are not constitutional, in my opinion. But yeah, they're still doing it. And honey, these people is out there. Okay, and I just can tell y'all, you can look into it because you can. They said that it's $20 an hour. Okay, and if you want to apply, whatever you got to do, reach out to Stacey Abrams people and maybe you can get a job too if that's what you want to do, walk around in the neighborhoods and see who's voting for who. But yeah, so that's it. Rocky just had to do her little, go on and do her due diligence and let y'all know what you needed to do. Get them student loan forgiveness paperwork done and make